I probably say I'm an activist, right? And to start with, this is my 10th year of activism. And it was not and it was a tough job. Down the line or before 10 years back, it was not the same. One surprise I gave to all is my school friends. They don't believe still. How were you? And how you are now? And that is what they question, right? So let's move on to the, right? Our topic today is the ABC of activism. And there is a reason, right, for writing what is A, B, and C. And before that, you should all know, right, firstly, what is an activist? Or before starting that, right, I want to thank my parents for giving me this beautiful birth, and also thank my guru, Sri Dr. J. Prakash Naranga. Yes. So let's move on. I am a kid. I am a failure kid. I was unfit to be in school. That is what my friends, my parents, as well as my dad, as well as my relatives thought. I was unfit to be a student. I was a failure. I failed in almost all the subjects. Teachers just passed me to make sure he's promoted to other next standard. And in this course, I studied 4th standard twice. That's a great thing. I wish I remember the syllabus and the subject of 4th class because I've done it for twice. I was so mischief, right? My activism started in school, right? How to bunk school, right? How to make sure we escape from study, right? That is where my activism began in childhood. But something triggers to be an activist, right? So to move on, what is an activist and what makes a person to be an activist is what the question comes in everyone's mind. Now for me, in any country, there are two reasons why a person will become an activist. A civilian will become an activist. There are two reasons. When I say the state, when I say the government, right, that is the administration part I'm talking about. Meaning, the administrative setup of this country. Fine. The first reason why a civilian is an activist or will be active is because we, right, like to follow the rules and the policies which are given by the government. And when we follow it, when we take it, and we actively participate in our life, this is one way of activism. The second way is when the state or the administration or when the government is not following the rules, a person will be active to make government follow. Right? So these are the two reasons why a person will be active. Right? So to move on, my definition for ABC of activism is A, for awareness to be an activist. B, what triggered, what enlightened everyone. That is the birth of an activism or activist within you. C is most important one. The choice of tools you use to be an activist. Because there are many choices. Legal tools are there and illegal tools are there. But which are sustainable tools? So let me start. Let me enlighten you about what is activism by giving an example of an activist. So generally, I take myself as an example and enlighten you about what is an activist. So let me go ahead with awareness of an activism or awareness to be an activist. You get aware of different things surrounded by you. One such thing is books. For me, the activism part, the social activism part triggered when I studied this great book called My Experiments with Truth, the autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi. Which part of the book liked me the most? The confession part. I was a mischief. I was completely a bad guy in the society, surrounded by me. I confessed it to everyone. Yes, I am bad, but not from today. And that is what I learned from this book. And even some movements, some revolutions, some thoughts, maybe some films, check the India, right? These type of movies, right, enlighten us to be an activist. And even, there are some revolutions. Can you see that picture? Chipko movement. And these people are trees to save the trees. My co-speaker was talking about saving environment, and that is the need of our world. How to save it? When we humans involved in it. And we get enlightened after seeing all these things. I heard this quote. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And from there, I didn't stop. The birth of an activist. Yes, you are aware of different things. You are ready to start. And how are you going to start? How are you going to start? Right? You try different ways. As I have tried a revolution, conducted rallies, raised slogans, right, dawn, etc. Right? I conducted a rally with 3,000 youth in 2011-12 to organize anti-corruption Anna Hazare movement. That was my, the start, the birth of an activist of kind of thing. It started in me. We have many things. You write complaints, right? I think I should not teach activism to students, right? In students' career, inside the college, right? Maybe for the society at large, it's fine. Meaning, whatever the activism we are into, it should touch the people at large. It should touch the people at large. Then, I was aware of different policy making tools in India. I thought NGOs is the only one, right? Being part of an NGO can change the society, can create impact in the society. But I realized it is the policy given by the government and its implementation will touch the greater part of this country and its people. I realized and I worked in policy making for almost 3 years. After 3 years, I was realized again in 2014 that yes, there are many policies in this country. 2007 or 2017, Indian Economic Survey says there are 950 social sector schemes in India since independence. And how many we know? It is a lack of the implementation part. It is a lack of awareness among people, and that is making a policy failure. The lack of people's participation to make it success. That is making. So I realized, and I wanted to come out of this policy making and make sure people are realized. So I choose these tools. The tools I choose were Right to Information Act. Now, Right to Information Act, which came in the year 2005. Now, this is very important. We all have legal rights. The first legal right, the decision-making right of this country, is right to vote. And the second thing I observed is RTI. It makes mandate on part of the bureaucracy and the administration of the country any information except the intelligence, the army, right, to be provided to all the civilians if asked. And I use extensively the RTA with the help of my guru, Dr. J. Prakash Narayan. And yes, I have completed my law by then. I know how to use this tool called RTA, right? How to make sure the government works by filing different RTAs to different departments in the administration of the government. Then I was introduced to this process called public industrial litigations. I told choices, what choice you take will make sure the work you do is sustainable. I thought this is a sustainable tool to be used. Any litigation arising out of public interest is public interest litigation. Thanks to Justice Bhagwati, who introduced this system to India. Yes, we have completed law. Then, what next? Using the RTA information, using the media clippings, using the policy research, which I had acknowledged, I started filing public interest litigations in High Court. The results will come late but sustainable. I will show you some of my results. Just to move on, right? And the third one I chose was also making awareness, right? Raising slogans. Right? That was a rally in January 25th. On January 25th, that is National Voters' Day, to spread, right, the value of the vote. So we have conducted a rally, right? It's our right to use our, right to vote. So step in or step down, meaning I started, but out. I started with the enlightenment provided to me, right? I got from different books I read, different people I saw, right? Whatever I am doing, they are not unique, they are not, all of my creativity. They are there. They are there since ages. So I just thought of, going to the people. Act, be courageous. Meaning, don't look at the value, don't look at your dignity. I always believe in something. You don't have to be serious to do serious things. Are you getting it? Right? You don't have to be serious. Chill out. Be an activist. You choose your tools, but make sure they are legal. Go to public. That's what I did. Whatever their knowledge I have acknowledged, I have to reach out to public. And I started. I started by reaching out to different sectors, different categories of people in this society. I started giving leadership trainings to constables, head constables, to the youth, to the school children, and also to the civil service aspirants. I wanted to make sure they know the policy making in India. I want to make sure these policies can change the fate of India from a developing to developed nation. This is the reaching out, the activities I did and I want you guys to do. The next thing I did was gaining attention. Whenever I do this, whenever I or someone do these type of things, we gain attention. In India, specific to India, a people listen to a person only when he has an authority. Specific to India I'm talking about. Right? Power and authority, right, makes people to believe in it. For gaining this power and authority, right, I started gaining attention from media. People started believing me. People started listening. Right? This is not the condition some 6 years ago. People started believing in me now since last 2 or 3 years. People listen to me. Because I've shown some results. And these results are, we filed our first public interest litigation in the year 2016. That is on library cess. And library cess is collected by the government for the development of libraries. And to tell you guys, 330 crores were collected by the government, and not even just 10% was spent on its development, the library's development. We filed our first public interest litigation, and we made sure the court directly legislature to spend all the money. And the second case we filed was on water bottle. That was in 2017, and the result came from yesterday. We said no pack of food item should be sold more than MRP. Specifically, we are talking about the water bottle and also all the food package items. And the result we saw, right? I think every one of you know, since yesterday, that is August 1st. The third bill The third bill, public interest litigation, we filed on October 20, 2017 again. That was an illegal parking business happening in Hyderabad. And we researched almost 8 months for it. We collected bills. We roamed across Hyderabad, each and every corner of Hyderabad to collect bills. It was not an easy thing, friends. And we filed a case on October 20, and you saw the result. From April 1st, Hyderabad is the first city in India. So, I want everyone to be a civil activist, a social activist, a political activist, and a change maker for the development of this nation. But friends, make sure you use legal tools. In India, people are not aware of the legal tools a lot. That is the main problem. In India, Constitution gives you rights. Constitution shows you a way to get your rights done. And these ways are legal tools. Like RTIs, writing complaints, public interest litigations. And these are the things you need to do as well. I just want to, so in this process I get acknowledged, etc. Right? I just want to tell you this, friends. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. And learn as if you were to live forever. But also, friends, I would also like to quote one more point or one more quote. Be the change you wish to see in this world. Yes, we all wish to see a change in this world, and I want everyone in here to be that change and change makers of this country. Thank you.